Good morning. It's Qigong in your PJs. And should be having audio. It's telling me I'm muted, but that doesn't make any sense. There we go. So nobody at the moment is with me. There we go. Good morning. So happy you're here,
Morning.
Susan. Thank you. I know now there's somebody with me.
Yes, there is. And happily.
Let me just get myself so as people come on, let me figure that out too. Oh, so many technical things.
There's noise here. I'm going to mute me.
I don't see where to pin there. Let's try one more spot and then we're just moving forward. Because there's just so much I can do. Let's look in video. Is it there? Video settings. Yeah. All right, whatever it is, I'm not exactly sure. Feels like last week I got it, and this week I can't, and my brain, let's try one more place here. Pin, I found you. Okay, so today is a wood element day. Or whenever you're tuning in, we started this on Wood Element Day. Um, and what is responsible for moving us forward in life? Today, in particular, it's a yang energy day that connects with the gallbladder organ. And the gallbladder is responsible for making decisions. So if you're at a time in your life where you're finding decision making hard, you want to work that gallbladder energy. Um, Separating your feet hip distance apart. And remember, always we can do this seated if it's a day where you don't have the energy or you can't quite muster that. That's cool. We can even do qigong lying in bed. So your knees are soft, your tailbone's dropped. Even seated, you want to bring that energy up through your spine all the way up to the crown of your head. Your shoulders are back, so the shoulder blades are resting on your rib cage. And oh, shoot, I didn't do one thing. Yes, I did record. I'm a little scattered today. There's been a lot going on. So your shoulder blades are resting on the back of your rib cage. Your chin is slightly tucked back, and you can feel energy rising up from the earth, reaching up through towards spirit, but also that energy coming down or working on grounding us to the earth. And I want us to just breathe in, raise your arms up in a circular position across from the heart. And your elbows are slightly dropped, so you don't want to bring in your shoulders as you do this. And this is called embracing the tree or embracing the one. And I often like to start off with this posture with a wood element day because trees are so representative of wood. And the trees are pretty smart. It's fall, the leaves begin to drop down to the earth, and the sap of the trees goes inside because it knows it has to survive and sustain itself through the long, cold months ahead. And ideally, that's what we want to do. While we can still go outdoors and enjoy the weather, it's not quite freezing yet. We want to start to quiet ourselves, go inward, not use all our resources, but gather them. So take a moment thinking of maybe decisions you have to make, being inward within yourself, what you need to do to move forward in life. And as you're standing and contemplating this, notice how you feel in your body, notice your breath, and just be quiet within. And when you're ready, drop your hands down. And we're just going to take a harmonizing breath because I really need this. So you're going to gather up the energy around you, bring in the energy from heaven, and then exhale, distributing that energy through your mind, through your heart, and through your physical body, bringing your fingertips back down to the earth. Cool. All right. So let's see, we're going to begin with spinal cord breathing. So you're going to take a breath in and your arms are going to raise up just about shoulder height or what feels comfortable. Your hands are open. And you're going to gather inwards, bending over and rounding your spine. So you're going to inhale as you open, exhale, closing down, making a loose fist. Inhale and exhale. This is a great way to move your lymph. Breathing out. And you work your spine, which is really important to do on a daily basis so we maintain our flexibility like the trees. Inhale as you rise, exhale going down, doing it at your own pace. And do one more. Good. Dropping your hands down. And again, we're going to harmonize. Now, often we pat down the channels in a usual form. Today, it's kind of a free-for-all. Anywhere you want to go, just touch your body. It's important for moving your energy. So you want to touch all your limbs. You want to pat the front of the body, the sides of the body, and your back. And don't forget the legs in there. Going up and down. Nice way to just wake up the body. Don't forget the neck and your head, whatever order you want to do. And you can brush. I like that. And don't forget your face. All the channels, all the meridians go up to your face. And you can tap your thymus. So using your fingers together nice and strong, tapping right on the sternum, on that bone in the center of your rib cage in the front of the body. That's going to stimulate lymphocytes, your white blood cells. That's really good for general health. And I like to tap in between the ribs, right underneath the collarbone. These are important kidney points that connect with all the organs of the body. Good. And you can reach up and wiggle your fingers and toes, holding on if you need to or not. Cool. Excellent. And now coming off the heels, just a little bounce. So you don't have to lift high, but that actually, every time you come off and drop down, you're stimulating bone being built in the hip area in particular. So it's always a good thing to be building bone. And stop. It's also good for the nervous system. You might find you feel a little different after that. Okay. And just turning from side to side. And you can let your arms kind of fall. I guess tap into kidney energy I've always mentioned. And that means sort of at the level of the waist, a little higher. But if you're having any pain or discomfort around the buttocks area, so many of us are sitting so long and not as mobile, we might need to do that there instead. Remember, we're just getting our chi moving. And now come up to the front of the body, right underneath the collarbone. This is tapping into lung energy. And this is the time of the lungs. This is the time where respiratory illness starts to creep into our lives. So it's important to do this as well. And last, the high point of the shoulders, right on the trapezius. And this is a very important gallbladder point. It's about letting go. So might be particularly important this morning or whenever you're tuning in. Coming back down to underneath the collarbone and then back down to the level of the waist. Good, and another, just shake it out. Always want to keep your fingers and toes moving and open. All right. So let's see, we're gonna start with, let's do propping up the sky. So this is from the 8 brocades. Again, your feet are hip distance apart. If you're seated, you're in that same position. Your legs are aligned with your hips. And your fingers are going to be facing upwards, palm up to the sky and fingers towards one another. And I want you to imagine you're lifting up the energy from the earth. It's coming up through the front of the body, and at the level of the chest, you're going to turn your palms over and connect with the sky above. And then you're going to breathe out as your hands drift down to the sides. So think, I'm gathering what I need as you breathe in, turning the palms, connecting with the heavens above, and then spreading that energy all around, creating your space in your life. Again, inhale as you rise up, connect with the heavens, who can't use heavenly energy in their life, spreading that energy around. Again, inhaling, coming up. And then breathing out. And one more time, taking a breath. And exhale. And we're going to punctuate that with a harmonizing exercise. So breathing in, gathering up the energy all around us, bringing in that star energy from above, right to the top of the head, our crown. And then think about making those connections again of mind and heart and your physical being. All right. So let's see. It is a gallbladder day, and I'm being called the back of the head. You might find a spot. So starting in the center, coming out to the sides, you're going to find perhaps a little tender spot, and you're going to make little tonifying circles. It's an important gallbladder point. And this point you want to stimulate if you're ever getting any kind of illness. It's going to help you with, they say in Chinese medicine that the wind carries thousands of diseases, I think 10,000 diseases. So this is an important wind point in the body. So when you're getting a cold, this is an important point to massage. And what you can also do is bring that energy down through the chest. So starting there, coming down through the neck, that's going to again spread the lymph. Cool. Sorry, I just had to do that. If you ever get headaches on the sides of your body, or you're having stiff necks, that could be a really good point to be massaging. All right. So quick head overlooking shoulders, feet hip distance apart. Your hands are just going to be resting on your thighs. And you're only going to move from the neck up. This is going to open up the space, and it's really good for your blood pressure even. So you're going to inhale as you turn as far as you can go, and then looking behind as if you're trying to see your butt. Breathe out as you straighten your head and come back to your center. So inhale, turning as far as you can go, and then looking over your shoulder. Exhale, coming back center. If this is too painful to look behind, just turn your head as far as you can go. If you get dizzy as you do this, again, just turning as far as the body allows you. Do not cause more pain. Inhaling as you turn, looking behind. Exhale back to center. And we're going to do one more on each side. Breathing out to your midline. And last one. Cool. All right. Let's see. Holding a chi ball. So one palm is on top of another. You want your elbows slightly dropped, your wrist is straight. We're going to bring our top hand down, and our bottom hand's going to extend forward and reach. So the front hand, the palm is up, the back hand, the palm is down. Again, turn palm over palm. The hand that was forward becomes the top of the ball. Breathing out and coming back center. Actually, I got that breath wrong. So you're going to pat down. It's called parting the horse's mane. Inhaling as you stretch and breathing out, coming back to your midline and holding the chi ball. Inhale, think about opening your chest, really stretching beyond your limits. Exhale back to your center. Inhale. And breathing out. Taking another breath. Exhale back to your midline, holding that for a moment, just gathering in your hands, the energy between your palms. Bring your hands down and take a harmonizing breath, gathering around you. And now think about letting that energy just wash through you, moving any stuck energy, sending it back down to the earth. All right. Now, let's see. Since we had a little yin-yang hand action, we're going to continue with that thought. The gallbladder channel runs along the sides of the body, so we're going to do a little side twisting. One palm is over another. As you turn, one hand is up, one hand is down, and you're going to turn and look behind you. Now, again, your hands are going to switch, so the palm that was up towards the sky is now the top of the ball, and you're going to change hands, that other palm is up. And you can do this fast or slow. So you can add, but let momentum, once you get the rhythm of it, let momentum take you. Don't think too much about it. Just letting it go. You don't want to go more than 180 degrees behind you. And if you're asking what level height the palm should be that's raising up, a little above shoulder height, that back hand. Great. Good. Letting it go when you're ready. Wow, I'm kind of washed out today. Just looking at this, guys. Maybe that's a little better. Maybe. Okay, let's do some liver exercises. That's the other part of the wood element. The liver is what moves us through life. It actually kind of organizes all the other organs, helps with that free flow of energy. So we're going to go back to embracing the tree. And because I see time is moving quickly, let's do both arms at the same time. So you're going to inhale, raise your arms up, drop your elbows down, opening up the chest. Exhale as you come back to center. So the liver organ, inhale as you open, is inside the rib cage. So opening up the rib cage opens up this channel. Inhale, dropping your elbows down. Exhale, coming back to the center. Inhale and open. Exhale, coming back. Let's do one more. Inhale and open. And breathe out, coming back center. Good. Drop your hands down and a breath. Again, letting that breath wash through you, move any stuck chi. So help that liver energy to move throughout the body. We're going to do a pyramid. So you're going to be wider this time. Your feet are certainly wider than hip distance apart. If this is difficult for you, you can do a modified horse stance, but horse stance is wide, your knees are soft. You're going to be working your inner thigh muscles. Okay, and what I want you to do is place your thumbs or your hands right above the knees. Don't be on your knees. You don't want to ever press on a joint when you're exercising. So you're going to take a breath in. And as you exhale, you're going to twist. Remember, we're working on the side body, and exhale as you bring your body down to the opposite knee. Inhale back to center. And now exhale to the other side. So this is really good for your back. Take a breath in. The sound of the liver is shh, like you're telling someone to be quiet. So taking a breath in, I want you to make some noise and shh as you turn. Taking a breath and shh. Take another breath. And I'm feeling this. I want to do one more. Inhale. And to be even on both sides. Inhale, center. Step in. Again, hip distance apart. And harmonize, gathering. And just imagine that breath clears any darkness that you are experiencing. That breath always makes me feel so good. Okay. Let's do a little gallbladder work today in particular. You're going to have one hand resting on your rib cage. Hold that. I don't know who's coming. Okay, sorry. Sometimes life calls you away. One hand is resting on your hip. The other hand is going to be like you're carrying a tray. And you're going to inhale. Lift that arm up. I'm going to come back a little so you might see. Straight up to the sky. You're going to twist to the opposite side. Remember, the gallbladder runs along the side of the body? So you're going to guide that hand with your fingers down along the side of the body. And you're going to bend the knee of the side where your arm is reaching across. As you guide down, that leg that you're guiding through is straight. You're gonna come around to the other side. I don't think I explained that very well. You're gonna inhale as you come up and let out a little or sigh. That too is the sound of wood energy. So you're gonna, let's stay on the same side. We're gonna inhale coming up. You're gonna twist coming across the body. The side of the body with the arm up, the knee will bend. The side you're guiding down, the knee remains straight. So you're gonna feel a good stretch in that straight leg that you're guiding down. When you reach your end point, bend both knees coming around to the opposite side. Inhale, guiding the energy up. And a little, let's do one more. We're gonna inhale coming up, reaching across, bending your knee. Exhale, the leg you are guiding down remains straight at the knee. Get a good stretch. Coming around, bend both knees. Inhale as you come up. And let it go. Other side. So we're gonna take a breath. We're gonna twist to the opposite side. And now remember to bend one knee. The knee you're guiding down is straight. As far as you can go, coming around, bending both. Inhale up. Again, inhale. Twist. Breathing out, guiding down, stretching. Coming around. Inhale up. And one more. Inhale. Twist. Breathe out, guiding down. Coming around. Inhale up. Good. Oh, I see you guys want to do one more. Coming around. Breathing out. And letting go. Good. Drop the hands down and harmonize. Cool. Okay, we're going to do one more. This is for wood energy for both liver and gallbladder. If you're seated, you can open both legs simultaneously, or you can do the exercise with your legs actually in horse stance, wider than hip distance apart. For those standing, we're going to step out to the side. You're going to come down to the inside of the knees, and you're going to inhale, tracing up the inside of the legs to right underneath the breast area. You're going to breathe out, bringing your hands down to the groin. Inhale, raising up to the sides. Exhale, stepping in. To the other side, we're going to step out, squatting. Inhale, tracing up inner leg. Exhale, tracing down. Inhale, open. Exhale, stepping in. Stepping out, we're going to inhale as we raise up. Exhale, going down. Inhale, arms reaching out. Exhale in. Step out and trace upwards. Exhale, trace down. Inhale, open. Exhale, step in. And one more to each side. Stepping out. Inhale, tracing up. Breathe out, going down. Inhale, arms extend. Exhale, stepping in. And last, stepping out. Inhale, upwards. Exhale, back to squat. Inhale, rise and reach. Exhale, step in. Separating your feet again, hip distance apart. And we're going to take a harmonizing breath. Gathering up all around us. Bring in heaven's energy. Breathing out. We're going to do 3 of these. Hands separate to the sides. Again, we're going to inhale. Gathering what we can surrounding us. Bringing in star energy into the crown. Breathing out. Now connecting. And last time. Inhale. There's so much to take in the world around us. And we need the divine to help us connect with our spirit, our mind, our heart, and our physical being on this planet. One hand underneath, on top of another, right underneath the belly button, sealing in the good energy we just built in this session. And just stay for a moment, noticing how you feel. So wood energy actually helps us connect all of the elements, all of the organs, all of the channels, and all of the spirits that are attributed to those organs. We need our energy constantly moving so we can move forward in our life. So it's a perfect time to balance going inwards, be with our thoughts, our plans, just who we are, to align ourselves like the trees align themselves with nature and the change of season. I don't want to rush you, but I want to honor our time together. And I want to mention just a few minor things before we leave. So, first of all, if you're not on my mailing list and would like to be, reach out to me. You can find me on Facebook. You can text me a message. In fact, what I might do, let me see if I can manage this again to share my email. Otherwise, come in here to screen share. Let me come back to that for a moment. So you can reach me either on my website or you can reach me DoreneHyman.com, because I really want to, on my email list, I'm hoping to do more and more classes. And I'm also hoping to change technology, play a little with things. So we might be going to my YouTube page. That's really soon. Want to mention it's that time of year. It's holidays. It's full of all sorts of emotions. There are many people struggling in the world. If you send donations to me, I haven't really pushed this, but I will pay it forward to organizations that are helping support and feed people. We've done this before during the pandemic, and that's not pressure at all. Just if you can manage in your life, it's a way to be generous and share. And it's also going to go towards Springboard, which is now hosting us, which is cool. And I want to mention that Springboard is actually one of my colleagues is doing a free class, a free group of classes on looking at yourself, discovering inward who you are through storytelling. And so that might be of interest. Check out Laura Porche's classes, and she will be doing a whole series later down the line, but these are free. So take advantage. Check it out on Springboard. Look for Laura. She's quite wonderful and the classes are interesting. So
Doreen,
that's
how do
it
you spell her
for today. Thank you for being here. I so appreciate you.
Thank you, namaste.
Bye.
Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Figure out how to stop this. There we go.
Bye now.
Thank you, Doreen.